Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology today. My name is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share your daily aspects. Today on the page, and sort of ongoing as well, we have a lot of opportunities for things to get deeply emotional and intuitive. We have opportunities for sort of deep recall that can feel kind of intense. The moon makes its perigee during the void, of course, and that can feel kind of intense. And, you know, Venus is in some aspects right now, a couple of really positive ones with Neptune and Mars that say we can dream and we can fantasize and we can actually even create and generate positive things for ourselves. But it's also got this opposition to Pluto that says we might feel envious, we might fall prey to jealousy if we think that other people are getting what we want and allow ourselves then to think that that means we can't have it, right? And then there's another one there that's North Node conjunct to Uranus that says we've got some anxiety about this sort of shifting trajectory toward the resources we like to have, like whether we're going to be able to get what it is that we need and desire to feel supported. So we have choices about how we feel about things, and that's something that we want to remember, right? We have a choice to get jealous, envious, or anxious, and we also have a choice to like feel happy for people who are getting what they want and think of it as proof that we can get what we want to. And we have a choice to, you know, use that intensity of feeling to, you know, sort of get in touch with the people around us and get in touch with what it is that we truly need and desire, and make something positive of that. Okay, let's get into these aspects. Today is Wednesday, August 10, 2022. In the land of Leo, where the sun in residence reigns supreme, we all show our respect, appreciation, and recognition of the sun's gift of power. This leader bestows blessings of confidence, effectiveness, passion, charm, many of our most potent gifts that help us connect with others and pursue our desires. Moon in Capricorn making ingress to Aquarius this afternoon. The waxing gibbous nearly full moon is a time when we are finalizing these actions we've taken to culminate certain goals. Tomorrow we pause to reflect, celebrate, and appreciate what we have achieved so far. The moon in Aquarius brings us out into the community to celebrate among friends and allies. Fixed fire and fixed air, friends. This is the flame that doesn't quit. Our passions are reliably fed and supported. We start on the moon side of the page today. This is where we explore the inner life, how it feels to be us and who we are, and how we show up at home and among the people we keep close. At 4:12 this morning, you can see it's all moon side today. At 4:12 this morning, moon goes trine to Mars. That's Central Standard Time, friends. Aries, Cancer, and Scorpio, those are your vibes. This vibe feels fierce, bold, courageous, even protective, and especially when it comes to our homes and the ones we keep close. And then at 5:45, so maybe about an hour and a half later, moon goes sextile to Neptune. That's Cancer and Pisces. We're most sensitive at this time to the energies around us. And the sextile aspect is cooperative and generative, so you can use the energetic information you're receiving to co-create something beautiful. Then at 8:45 a.m., moon goes conjunct to Pluto, Cancer, and Scorpio. This one can be a mood swingy energy. We may find ourselves going from one extreme of emotion to another. The conjunct aspect represents an intensification of both our feelings and our fears. Then at 11:39 a.m., this is our void of course moon going in opposition to Venus, Taurus, Cancer, and Libra. I read something today that said, self-care is not self-indulgence, but self-preservation. So I'm going to call this the self-preservation vibe today. This opposition can bring out the needy and the greedy in us all. And if that comes across to the people you encounter, it may not be a very good look. So I suggest you do what you have to do to feel you got what you needed without A, lowering your standards, or B, breaking any of your commitments. Our void of course today is 45 whole minutes. Isn't that wild? Sometimes we get 15 hours and sometimes we get 5 minutes. So the void of course is a relatively brief one today. We use this void of course moon as a time to reflect, read, journal, meditate, and otherwise connect with ourselves and with spirit for important soul work. While the moon is void of course today, it also reaches its perigee. So this is happening in the middle of the void of course moon. And the moon is currently as close as it gets to us at this point. That's what the perigee means. Its proximity gives it increased influence on the rivers, the tides, and our own emotional and intuitive faculties. There's a bit more of that mood swingy vibe involved here, suggesting that we'll feel a lot of things and notice it all more strongly than usual. And I know I put less intensity there, but it was really supposed to be more. And then moon goes ingress to Aries at 1:45 this afternoon. Moon in Aquarius. Did I say Aries, friends? I'm so sorry. Moon in Aquarius, this is a time when we look beyond our personal stability and satisfaction to check in with our family, our friends and allies, and our work cohorts. When we all work together, we can achieve so much more than we do on our own. And this brings us to the sun side of the page, where we explore our experiences and self-expression out in the outer world in our work, civic, and home life. There are only things really going on in the ongoing column today. Neptune is retrograde here through December 23. Neptune is a ruler of Pisces and currently transiting Pisces, bringing some retrograde clarity to a usually foggy sense of the difference between fantasy and reality. Venus here is trine to Neptune through the 13th, a few more days. Whatever we seek to create at this time is blessed, so sing your song. The trine vibe says, spirit is listening. Venus is also sextile to Mars here, and this is also through August 13. Taurus, Libra, and Pisces. That's not right. Aries, Taurus, Libra, and Scorpio. This is another creative vibe that is about collaborating to generate something beautiful and new. So I love this. This says create so spirit can hear what it is that you need and desire. And this says, yeah, you're working together with excellent collaborators to generate new and beautiful things. Saturn here continues retrograde through October 22, and Saturn is in Aquarius and wants to know what we're doing to show up for our communities and collectives. Aquarius moon. And then moon is square, is square to Saturn through August 18 here. Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Aquarius. And this reminds us to avoid pushing too hard. The work we have to do at this time will come easily or it won't come along at all. So if you find yourself in a bind, trying to attend to a responsibility, and it's not going well for you, consider easing off of it a little bit. Pluto continues retrograde here through October 8, bringing these complete and total changes to bear on our inner being. And Venus is in opposition to Pluto here through August 15. Taurus, Libra, and Scorpio. This indicates the potential for some jealousy to erupt or just some anxiety about who is getting what we want when we're not. So taken all together, because those are all sort of linked together, mainly via Venus having this trine with Neptune, a sextile with Mars, and an opposition with Pluto at this time. It says we can dream and create at this time. It's a really blessed and easy thing for us to do. But whatever work it is we're trying to do, you have to be careful not to push very hard, because we'll get slowed down or stopped when we do that, okay? And don't listen to your jealousy. Don't listen to your envy. Don't listen to that sense that I'm not getting what I want because somebody else is getting what I want, okay? Just go ahead and keep dreaming and creating. There is enough for everybody. There's enough love for everybody, and there's enough resources for everybody. So when you see somebody else getting something you'd like to have, feel good for them and congratulate them. Don't feel jealous or envious about it. Just, keep seeking to create that for yourself. North Node here is conjunct to Uranus through August 15. And that's a Taurus and Aquarius vibe. There can also be some anxiety here about material resources, how we're going to get everything we need. It's important to count what you already have and be grateful. It's also important to stay flexible about how we get those needs met, because this is shifting trajectories toward our material resources. Jupiter is retrograde here through November 23. Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Pisces, and Jupiter's retrograde is here to help us nourish ourselves through these changes, showing us where we can expand and adjust to allow for ourselves to be more than we have in the past. Mercury is quincunx to Jupiter here through August 11, so that's just tomorrow. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Jupiter tends to get Mercury excited and perhaps a little over-optimistic. It's important to be aware of any impulsive choices we might make, thinking we're getting a really good deal. Ask questions, read the fried print. Read the fine print. Do not ignore the little red flags, okay? Chiron is retrograde here through December 27, inviting us to practice a little forgiveness of old harms and embarrassments. Give yourself the grace to let things in the past be in the past. And the Sun is trying to Chiron here through the 17th, Aries and Leo. This is one of the rewards for all this intense internal work that we've been doing, okay? So going through these deep and total internal changes, pulling down old defense mechanisms, looking at our life as it truly is, and insisting still on approaching it all with gratitude. This work begins to shine through in our character now. Not in a way that says, hey, I did all this work and you should all recognize it, but more in a way that says, I let my light shine because to cover it up proved to be too much work. Coming up tomorrow, we have lunar midsummer and the full moon in Aquarius, gracing us with an opportunity to reflect on what we've achieved and how good it feels to have made some progress toward our longer term reach. Also, Sun square Uranus may leave us feeling a little jumpy and excitable. Also tomorrow, Venus enters Leo and our receptive hearts go seeking sustained passion and admiration. And Mars goes sextile to Neptune and comes along to put us in the mood for some romance and maybe some sexual play. And then next Thursday, we'll have the first quarter moon on Thursday the 18th. Not sure why I put that down there yet, but we'll go ahead and draw it in. How's that? This is what the first quarter moon looks like. And it will be a first quarter moon in Taurus. And that's it for today's astrology, friends. Thanks for tuning in. Please like my video, subscribe to the channel, click the notifications bell. I post here every day and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing. For a longer, less formal version of this read that includes further insight from Tarot, please check out my other channel, Astrology Today and Tarot with Melrose. The link is in the description. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. My love and gratitude go out to each and every one of you. And I will see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today.